Is that over the top? That was a little bit over the top. I mean, like just to start in, like screaming at the top of my lungs, just going ballistic, with the devil horns up. I just thought I would go for it. I just thought I would like go all in and just go for it. Anyway, guys, audience, fears, audience. Welcome to the Fears Podcast. I got my coffee in one of my favorite mugs. I got my hat on. I got the audience. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to roll. I got a bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about. Yeah, it's going to be a good podcast. All righty. Righty. I'm a little tired, to say the least. I did a little bit of napping. A little bit of too much napping, and then I got up and I went to the grocery store. Once I got done with the grocery store, I did another, I did another Walmart haul. I mean, not Walmart, Goodwill. I did a Goodwill haul. So I got some goodies in here. That's right. That is right. I'm going to show that in just a second. I'll be honest, though. When I went and did my Goodwill haul, slim pickings. Very slim pickings today. I thought it was going to be good because I was like, you know what? I haven't been there in a week and a half. Thought it was going to be good. It's kind of weak sauce, but I found a few. I found a few Blu-ray gems. So anyway, shout out to the 2 people watching. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. Let me open up that chat and get things going here. Oh man, I'm a little tired, to say the least. Oh Lord. The least. All righty. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get going. Hopefully more people as we go will pop in. So again, it's Saturday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. I got a couple of updates before we get right into the show. So yeah, I did a haul. I did a Goodwill haul. Talked to Grandma. She's doing all right. I got good news about Grandma, and I got bad news about Grandma. The good news is she's doing all right. She's doing okay. The bad news is her hearing is going. She's got hearing aids, but I need to talk to my mom about taking my grandma to the doctors to get better hearing aids, because every time we talk, she has to say, "Can you repeat that?" And she does it like 20 times. So that means that her hearing aids are not strong enough, and we need to get her stronger hearing aids. So yeah. So there's that. But besides that, Grandma Fears is doing good. She's doing well. And, she's doing fantastic. So she's COVID-free. Fears is flu-free. I had the flu, and it was horrible, guys. Let me just put it that way. Horrible. And it was bad. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah, today's been a fairly decent day. Like I said, got up, had some breakfast, had another nap. I'll probably take another nap after this because I'm getting tired. Ugh. And then had some lunch, went grocery shopping, did a Goodwill haul, came back, cleaned up a little bit around here, and then now I'm doing a stream. So, all right, here we go. Here's the haul. All right, first on the to-do list. Bam. Get him to the Greek. So, I've seen it before, but it's not in my Blu-ray collection. So, that's pretty cool. Like I said, there wasn't much here at the store. So, Mr. Popper's Penguins with Jim Carrey. I've never even heard of this movie. I've never seen it. I don't know what it's about. Apparently, it has something to do with penguins. So and Jim Carrey. So I thought I would give it a whirl. So there it is. I just saw the DVD cover and I was like, "That's news to me. I've never even heard of it." And then an old classic, Pretty Woman. I've seen this movie before, but it's not in the movie collection, but now it is. So not too bad. And then I got some meditation music. It says art of concentration, meditation music designed to enhance focus and joy in your life. So there it is. There it is. So I've got some meditation music. I got Pretty Woman, Mr. Popper, and then get him to the great. Yo, what is up, heroes? I mean, what's up, What's up, Visions? What up? What is going on? How you doing, buddy? So anyway, so that is the haul. That's the haul. So yeah, Visions, you were telling me that you were gonna do your own type of haul, but like you said that it like the building collapsed or not collapsed. You said the building closed, right? So why did the building close? That's what I want to know. Juggalo Vlogs, what's up? So why did the building close? That's what I want to know. That's really what I want. I just wanted to make sure if this is the real Juggalo Vlogs. This is the real Juggalo Vlogs. Oh my gosh, I have not had the real Juggalo Vlogs in my chat in a while. And I'm just checking out some of your videos, buddy, and you just filmed something 8 days ago. Check out the screen resolution. Okay. All right. So there it is. This is the real Juggalo Vlogs. Pardon me, I'm so tired today. Yeah, I have to wake up here. But yeah, so Visions. So why did the building close down? It's just a dumpy old building where tweakers sell old tapes and pieces of metal like at a swap meet. I miss it. Oh wow. Wow. Well, you know what, Visions? You're braver than me. If I knew that there was tweakers in there, I'd be like, yeah, the hell with that. I'm like if I was hanging out with you, Visions, right now, I'd be like, the hell with that, Visions. I'm not going in that building. I'm like, I'll wait here in the car and you can go in there, buddy. And yeah. Visions is a lot braver than me. There's no way that I would go in that building if there was tweakers in there. So yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Vision says they have the best deals. Oh well, then that maybe makes a difference. I may go in there if there's good deals. Yeah. But there's no way. You know what, Visions? I would go in if you would go in. We'd go in together, but there's no way I would go in alone. You know. So yeah. God, I'm so tired. I'm trying to wake up here. Oh man. Anyway. Well, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So, I got some epic things to talk about. Valentine's Day is coming up. That's the first topic. The second topic is stories from Fears' past. Visions loves when I tell crazy stories that happened to Fears from the past. Then I've got even more stories from the past, but from convention stories. Oh yeah. And hey, Visions, I'm telling you, sometimes the convention stories are even way better than Fears' life, because anything can happen at a convention, my friend. Anything. You know, what stays at a convention, what happens at a convention, stays at a convention. That's right. Yo, Pretend Stories. What's going on, man? What's up, dude? What's up? Anyway, lots of activity going on in the chat right now. Visions and Juggalo Vlogs are exchanging memes, and Pretend Story is chiming in with a blue fish. Well, you know what? Meme it up. Meme it up. Speaking of memes, guys, I have not had a wonderful meme made out of me in quite a while. Visions, get on the horn. Tell everybody in the Discord, I need me some new memes of me. Make me into a tomato. Make me into a ranch dressing. Make me into a set of pancakes. I don't care. Make me into a meme. Meme it up. Meme it up. But don't go gross with it though. Don't go gross with it, and make it PG-13. So I can upload it on my Facebook. I love the memes. Have at it. Have it. Vision says you're calling down the thunder. Well, sometimes I like the memes. If they're playful memes, Visions, then that's good. The only memes I don't like is when it's harmful to me or harmful to somebody else, or it's trolling someone else, or it's trolling me. If it's playful memeing, then I love it. Playful memeing is all right. But I mean, Vision's like, your website is pretty playful. Your website is pretty playful with the memes. So fans out there, meme it up. I want to see your results in LC's Discord right after the stream. Meme it up. Make fears into a spoon. My face on a spoon. Go nuts. Go nuts. Go nuts. Anyway. So Visions, this should be an exciting stream, because I'm telling you, I've selected a few stories that you guys have never heard. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but I'm going to start with Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day, guys, is coming up. It's very important. Even if you don't have anyone, you do have someone. You've got your mom. You've got your aunt. You've got your grandma. Be sure to send them a Thanksgiving card. I mean, not thanks. See, that's how tired I am. Not Thanksgiving. Be sure to send them a Valentine's Day card, guys. At the very, very, very least, send them some flowers. Send them some candy. Just tell them how much you appreciate them. So, mom, grandma, I love you guys, and I appreciate you. And I'm sending you guys both a wonderful Valentine's Day card in the mail. And I'll be honest. Well, first of all, I'm so sorry for yawning, and I thought I got enough sleep, but apparently not. I'm falling asleep to this damn thing. I thought I got enough sleep. Apparently I did not, because I'll be honest, I would rather turn this off, get some sleep, and then do it all over again. But since we're 13 minutes into it, I'm gonna just try to plow my way through it. I didn't realize how tired I was. Oh man. Anyway, so Valentine's Day is coming up. It is coming up. Oh my gosh, guys. It's not too far away. It is on February 14th. That's right. That's right. So I've already planned ahead, and I have bought a whole bunch of Valentine's Day cards. So I'm going to send one to my grandma, my aunt, my mom, probably Enzo. Even though Enzo's a dude, I love my puppy Enzo. So I'll probably send him one. Who else? So yeah. I know there's one more person. Oh, I'll probably send my friend Jessica a Valentine's Day, and you guys know who that is. That's my old church camp friend that I kind of have a thing for. We're friends, but we've always kind of had a thing for each other. So Maybe I'll send her a card and see how I haven't talked to her in a little while. Last time I talked to her, she said she was at a casino and she got arrested or something. So I was like, oh wow. So I was like, and then I remember I said, what happened? She goes, well, I didn't get arrested, but like someone in my party got arrested. And I was like, well, what happened? She goes, oh, I was out with some girlfriends and my girlfriend got into a fight with this other girl that was not in our party. And because like I was in their party, like I didn't get arrested, but I had to go to the station and bail my friend out. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a crazy night. She goes, oh, it was, John, it was. And I was like, so what happened? I'm like, did your friend win? She goes, oh yeah. She goes, they got into a big like fight and shit. And I'm just like, all right. I'm like, whatever. So yeah. So that's the last time I heard from her, and that was 2 or 3 months ago. So yeah. So if you have a special lady in your in your life, show them that you appreciate them, and that means you, Visions. You've got Mrs. Visions, so I bet you better get her some flowers. You better get her a Valentine's Day card. That's right, buddy. You better get on that shit, because if you don't, I'm gonna be very displeased. Mrs. Visions deserves it. You know, you got to show her that you appreciate her, buddy. Get on it. Get on it. I'm just joking. I don't know if you guys celebrate that. If you do, great. If you don't, then whatever. Vision says she should be getting me something. Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right. Wait, do you know this for a fact? Do you know this for a fact? Is she getting you something? Wow. Well, that's a nice switch. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Pretend Story says, I wouldn't do that. Well, of course you wouldn't do it, you son of a bitch. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Wow, that's pretty cool. So so what, so what, Visions, you guys are going to exchange gifts? Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, you should be grateful that you have Mrs. Vision, because I have nobody. I wish I had a lucky lady. I really do. As always, I'm going to send Visions the link. I'm always giving him the option to come in because I want him to come in and say hello. So, how's the dating app going? Slow, very slow. Pretend Stories. I haven't got any messages from any girls in a while, which is okay because I was deathly ill. So now that I actually am alive and I'm feeling better, I'll probably check it in a couple of days. But I haven't had anyone in quite a while. Ooh, excuse me. Craziness. So Visions, if you want to come in, towards the end, you're more than welcome. Or if you want to come in the middle just to say hi, go for it. Visions said he would come in at some point whenever he feels right. So I sent you the link, buddy. It's on your Twitter. Check it. If you want to come in, great. Great, great, great. That would be fantastic. So anyway. Oh god. I'm so tired. What the hell? It came over me like a thunder. I was fine. I was fine earlier, and now I'm yawning like crazy. Oh, let's see here. Pretend Story says maybe hit up Gators during your downtime from work. Well, I'm going back. I'm going back to work on Monday. Going back to work on Monday. So yeah. Vision says we'll probably get some wine, a nice dinner, and sit down for a romantic dinner while watching you stream. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That's what's up. Yeah, because I'll probably do a Valentine's Day stream. That's pretty cool. You don't have to watch me, while you're eating. You guys could talk about whatever you want, Visions. But that sounds like some pretty sick plans. That sounds like some pretty cool plans. So hell yeah, hell yeah. So happy pre-Valentine's Day to everybody. So for everybody that did not see my Goodwill haul, I'll do it again, and then we'll move on. So there was slim pickings, very slim pickings at Goodwill today. I thought, oh, you know what? It's a Saturday. I haven't been there like in a week and a half. They'll probably restock all the Blu-ray, right? Oh yeah, I'll restock all the nothing. There was zero. I'm lucky I found these. So, Pretty Woman. I've never even heard of this movie, but I just got it because Jim Carrey's in it. Mr. Popper's Penguins. So I don't know. We'll see what that's like. I've never even heard of it. Get Him to the Greek. Now I've seen this movie before. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. And then I recently started meditating, so I got some meditation music. So it says meditation music designed to enhance focus, art of concentration. So 10 songs for meditating. So that's pretty cool. Yo, triple nickel, pickle, dickle, wickle, sickle, tickle is in the town. What's up, dude? So that is the haul for this week. So it's not a big haul, but at least I got a little something. All right, so time for story time. All right, so I've selected a couple of stories that you guys have never heard before, or maybe you have. I don't know. I don't think you have. So I'm going to start with the convention stories. All right, so if I can stop yawning. So I don't know if everybody's heard this story, but this is one of the most legendary convention stories. So I go to this convention, and I'm there. There's tons of celebrities there: A-list celebrities, B celebrities, horror movie, celebrities. They're all over the place. They're all over the place, right? So, and what made this convention even that much more special is because my friend Dave owned the convention at the time. You know, the guy that owned Contamination, and then he sold it, and now he's got his own comic book store in Belleville, Illinois, like always where I go when I go to Missouri. Yeah, that's about the same guy. So this is about Dave's convention called Contamination. So I'm there, I'm just kind of floating around, and I had no idea that this celebrity was going to be there. I nip around the corner, Visions, and right there, off into the distance, I see the legend that is Ron Jeremy, that famous porn star guy that's like fucked like 4,000, 5,000 chicks. And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, I've never seen any one of his porns, but I'm like, I got to get a photo with him. And I know that he's like a legend. I don't know. Maybe I've seen one of his porns. I have no idea. But anyway, legendary. And I've watched a lot of porn, through my youth. Anyway, so I see way off into the distance, he's there, and I was like, I've got to get an interview with him. Unfortunately, his agent would not let me do an interview. But what's really cool is I still got him in my vlog, because this convention, at the end of the convention, they had a big like celebrity dinner. And if you paid like 20, 30 bucks extra, you could go to the dinner. And lo and behold, I was sitting at the table with Ron Jeremy. And the whole time we're eating dinner, he's just sitting there telling me and the entire table penis jokes. And I was fucking losing my goddamn mind, Visions. Oh my God, it was hilarious. I saw his recent court photo. You should check that out. Oh, Lord. Well, if Fears gets her hot, you know what's next. Oh, shit. No, Lordy. Lord. So, you never know. Maybe we will bond over a Fears stream. Although she likes watching Fears, so not sure I can compete. Oh, Lordy. I don't know. Well, I think the better question is what girl would not be hot and bothered by Fears? You know, the old Fears charm always works on the ladies. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, and so I was like, dude, I'm like, I have to ask you a question. And I said, what's the hottest girl you ever been with? And he's like, well, Fears. He goes, I got to be honest. And he actually pointed out one of my favorites, like one of my favorite porn stars, and and he goes, "Do you know who Tori Black is?" And I was like, "I know who Tori Black is." And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I've been with her for a couple of times." And I was like, "She's the most hottest chick." He goes, "Well, she's one of them." And he goes, "There's a lot of chicks that I've banged." And I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I know, trust me." And so that was an interesting night. I got a picture with him. It's on my Facebook. So if you guys ever want to check that out, it's on there. I had dinner with him. He's in my vlog. It's an old vlog. If you go back, I think that's still on Fears Man 26. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's either on the vlog channel or it's on the main channel. But that was an interesting night. That was an interesting night. I don't know if I've told you guys that story before, but literally the whole time he's telling penis jokes, and and then he's all like, "Hey, like, what's the size of your penis?" And I was like, I'm like, I don't have a ruler with me. And he's like, "That's all right." And then he goes, "I'll just let a girl suck my cock until like it gets super long and da 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 da, and then I'll have her measure it and da 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 da." And I'm just like, this guy's nuts. So it was an interesting night, Visions, to say the least. It was an interesting night, buddy. All right, next convention story. So I don't know if you guys know this one. So this was like, I don't know. I don't know how it was, maybe a year or two after I met Sega. And so I had Sega explain, I'm like, Sega, what's up with this bathrobe and all that kind of stuff? So I got obsessed with the Sega Camp Gamer, like we all do. Sega's a great guy. Sega's a good friend. He's a nice guy. He's cool. So I decided to cosplay as the Sega Camp Gamer. So I got my little headphones and I got, some black glasses. I have the blue shirt with the black tie tucked into the jeans like Sega does. And I'm walking around Comic-Con. Nobody knows. No, not one person knows who the hell I am. Nobody knows what I'm doing. They think I'm the Big Lebowski at first because the Big Lebowski wears a bathrobe. And then they're like, why is the Big Lebowski like, have like a gamer headset? And I'm like, I'm not the Big Lebowski. I'm like, I'm the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. And they're like, who the hell was that? So then I had to pull out my phone and show them. And they're like, oh yeah, we kind of get it. We see the similarity. So I enter myself into the costume contest, right? Enter myself in. I didn't win by any stretch of the imagination, but I only got like a couple of claps. It was like, they're like, and now they're like, John Fears presents the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. And then all of a sudden I hear, like when I walk on the stage, because no one knows who the hell that is. And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? All right, woo! And then I start talking like the Sega Camp Gamer, and everyone's like, get off the stage! Nothing. That was it. I was on a stage matter. You're supposed to be on there for 3 minutes. They had me off of that stage within 20 or 30 seconds. So I only got to be on stage for about maybe 15 seconds before everyone had had enough, because nobody knew what the hell I was all about, who it was. They didn't understand the Sega Camp Gamer costume. They're like, you're wearing a shirt and tie with a bathrobe. I told Sega about this. Sega loved that I dressed up as him, but if memory serves me right, I don't know what he thought about when they kicked me off stage, Visions, because it was that long ago. But I remember he loved the costume. The only thing I couldn't find the green bathrobe. So my bathrobe was blue. but it was the same um like length as his. I just couldn't find a green one. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be doing a Valentine's Day live stream. Uh, let's see. What day is that on? What day is it on? Let's see here. Will I be working on that day? Oh yeah, Tuesday. Valentine's Day, 14th. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be working. But I don't have to be there till like, 3 in the morning or whatever, like usual. So anyway, I thought you guys would get a little giggle over those two stories. I've got more convention stories. Um, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this one. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. So this next one is from my past. So I'm in college and I try to be cool with everybody. Like, if you're cool with me, I'll be cool with you. Like I don't care if you're blue, black, white, gay, transgender, bi, whatever. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you, right? So I definitely had some gay friends at film school. So they were like, "Hey, John, you want to come to this bar with us?" And I was like, "Well, what type of bar is it?" And I had never been to a gay bar. Never, never. So I was like 23, 24. I had never been, but I wanted to support my gay friends. So I was like, I don't know, guys. I'm like, and they're like, "What do you mean, John?" And I said, "Well, I said, I don't have a problem with you guys being gay, but I said, I've never been to a bar like that. I said, maybe, I said, I'll be a third wheel. So I said, you guys should go. And it was a mixture of girls and guys. So there was two girls that were gay in my film class, and then there was two guys that were gay. So I would have been the fifth person to come, and I was the straight person. So they're like, you won't be a third wheel. And I was like, yeah, but I was like, I'm not gay though. So I'm like, I've never been to a bar like that. I won't have anyone to talk to. I said, I'll just be talking to you guys. And I said, if I talk to you guys, I said, because they're gonna try and hit on other people, and like get, hooked up with someone. And they're like, just come, just come. So I'm like, all right. So I get there and they're like, we promised, John. They said, we promised there's some straight people here. And I was like, really? And they said, yeah, because they said other people like you support us like their friends. So they said, you'll find like a straight person. Thank God I did. So I started talking to this girl, started chit chatting with her. And all of a sudden I have to use the restroom. So I said, stay right here, stay right by the bar. So she stays there. I use the restroom. And my buddy goes in, says, hey, wait up, John. And I was like, well, hurry back. I'm like, I'm talking to this hot chick near the bar. And so he goes in, and I'm waiting for my gay friend to come out of the bathroom. And all of a sudden, this chick comes out, and she's dressed totally like a guy. So I'm like, oh, so I'm like, okay, so she's like that. And then she's like, hey, what's going on? Super deep voice. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, what's your name? And I was like, John. And she goes, oh, you're a guy? And I go, yeah. And she goes, I'm so sorry. She goes, your skin looks so smooth. And I was like, thanks, I guess. Thank you. And then she goes, well, the reason why I say that is she goes, I didn't think you were a guy. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, back up the tape, rewind. I'm like, what do you mean? And then she's like, well, you've got such sensitive and smooth skin. I thought you were a girl dressed up like a guy, because she goes, I was totally gonna hit on you, but now that you're a guy, I can't. And I was like, sorry, I guess. And she's like, you sure you're not a girl? And I was like, I guarantee you, I'm not a girl. I guarantee it. And she's like, you're sure, right? I said, I'm dead sure. I'm like, I've got a penis. So she walks away. All of a sudden, my friend comes out, and he's like, Fears, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. And I was like, kind of. And I said, you see that girl over there? And he goes, yeah. I said, do you know her? And he goes, no. I went, oh, okay. I'm like, good. And I said, and he goes, why? I said, I don't want to talk behind anyone's back. I said, if you would have known her, then, then I could have talked behind her back, but I said, since you don't know her, I said, I'm just going to tell you what happened anyway. And so I basically just told him the exact same story that I told you guys. And he went, "Really?" He goes, "Fears." He goes, "I'm the gayest one out of the group." He goes, "And I know for a fact you're a guy." And I was like, apparently she said I had super, super, super smooth skin, and she thought I was a girl. And he's like, well, he's like, whatever. And so that was kind of awkward. And the whole night, that girl, every once in a while, she just kind of does one of these and looks over at our party because she's still trying to figure out. She's like, so I guess she didn't accept my answer because all through the night she's all like one of those, and then she's all like looking over, doing that squinting, like trying to figure out like does he have an Adam's apple? Does he not have an Adam's apple? And I'm just like, this is nuts. This is weird. This is weird. So the same night, here comes the second story. Same night, once they get done, and the girl that I was talking to decided to come with us to another bar, and we're dancing, and then she's like, "John, I've got a confession to make," and I was like, "Oh God." I'm like, "Please tell me that you're not a dude." And so she goes, "Oh no, 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 nothing like that." And I went, "Oh, good." I'm like, "Because I've been talking to you all night, like while my gay friends were doing their own thing." She goes, "Well, I haven't been totally honest with you." And I was like, "What? What?" And she goes, "Well, I'm not all the way straight." And I was like, "Oh, what? Are you bi?" And she goes, "Well, kind of." And I go, "What does kind of mean?" She goes, "Usually uh, I just go out with girls, but every once in a while I'll experiment with women, with men." And I was like, "Yeah, but you told me you were straight." And she goes, "Well, I do think you're attractive, but I don't think you're attractive enough for me to turn straight." And I was like, I'm like, "Okay." And so I'm like, "You think I'm attractive though, right?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, you're definitely attractive." And so I was like, "Well, then that would make you bi then." I'm like, "You're not a lesbian." I'm like, "If you think I'm attractive, then that means you like guys and you like girls." And she's like, "Yeah, but I usually tend to go more for the chicks." So I'm just like, "Well, whatever. I guess you're going for me now." So I'm like, "Technically, you're bi now." And then she's like, "I mean, I guess." And so we're dancing, and now we're at another bar. Now we're at like a straight bar because my gay friends were like, "Hey, Fears, you made it through your first gay bar. We'll go to a straight bar now." And I was like, "Thank God, thank God." So we're at a straight bar. We're all drinking. We're all having a good time. We're all hanging out. I'm dancing with this girl. I forgot her name. I can't remember this girl's name. And she goes, "Hey," she's like, "Do you want to come back to my apartment?" And I was like, "Oh wow, well, this is getting interesting." And I went, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I definitely do." And I looked at my friends and said, "Hey guys, see ya." I said, "I'm gonna get a." I said, I said, "I'll take a taxi back home." And they're like, "Go get her, Fears." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks." So we're chilling on our couch. Things are getting hot and heavy. And she's pouring some wine. I'm pouring some wine. We're talking, and I was like, "This is nuts." I'm like, "This is one for the books." I'm like, "This is a legendary fear story." I'm like, "I'm about to score with a lesbian. So I have morals. Okay. When a girl gets drunk, I've never had sex with a girl that's drunk. If me and the girl get drunk together, then that's different. But I hadn't had much, and this girl had had a lot. And I was like, I can't take advantage of this girl. So I started getting drunk too. But this was before she got drunk. So she had like one or two. So she was just kind of tipsy. So I was like, at this point, I was like, I'll just have one or two and then, we'll get on some naughty time. So then all of a sudden she's like, I'm gonna go slip into something more comfortable. And I was like, okay. So literally, I just pour more wine into my glass, and she's like, "You get comfortable too." She's like, "Take off those jeans." I was like, "Oh yeah." So I stripped down just to like my shirt and my boxers, and I was like, "I'm ready to rock and roll," you know. And I'm drinking the wine, and at this point, I've only had like 2 glasses, so I'm not like drunk. And then all of a sudden, it seems like she's been in the bathroom like a long time, a long time. Apparently, she went into her bedroom. I didn't know this until after the fact. Apparently, she went into like her bedroom. And I don't know if she took like a bottle of Jack Visions or a bottle of like of vodka. I didn't see her drink it, but she just downed the whole bottle and it just hit her hard. And 15 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, she's taking forever, you know? 25 minutes go by. Finally, at the 30-minute mark, I just kind of go up to the bathroom door and I'm like, knock, knock, knock. I'm like, hello. And she's like, yo, like that. And I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. And then, uh, so I'm like, okay. And so I go back and sit down on the couch. And within another 30 minutes goes by, I go again, I knock and go, "Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah." All of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, the door flies open. She's all walking, stumbling out like this. She's like, "Okay, I'm ready." And I was like, "Oh my God, she just downed that entire, like, whatever bottle it was, whether it was." I said, "Now she's completely wasted." I'm like, "I can't have sex with her, you know?" So she's she's jumping on top of me. And I said, listen, I said, look, I said, it's not that I don't want to. And I said, I can't. I said, I can't do this. She's like, why? I said, because you're wasted. And I said, I wouldn't feel right. I said, we can't do this. I said, why did you get wasted? I said, I said, before you went to the bathroom, I said, you had like 1 or 2 glasses of wine, which would have been fine. I had 1 or 2 glasses and it would have been fine. She's like, she's like, "Oh, I thought you wanted me drunk." I said, "No, no." And so I said, "Now," I said, "you have to go sleep it off." So, because I'm a gentleman, I will not have sex with a girl wasted and take advantage of her like that. I couldn't do it. So she's literally like just laying on the floor like this. So I pick her up, I scoop her up like this in my arms, and I carry her into the bedroom, and I just kind of like I put her in bed and I tuck her in and go, well, that was awesome until the ending, you know? And it was like one of those fucking movies like, man, that was fucking brutal. Like, remember I told you guys about that? And so I just tuck her in and then I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to make some coffee and sober up and I'm going to go home. So I wrote her a note and said, hey, you got way too wasted. Hope you don't mind. I made some coffee so I could sober up, and I called a taxi and I went home. But thanks for an awesome night. So I made some coffee and I made her some too. So I put some coffee like in a cup and put like a little lid thing over it and said, your coffee's in the fridge, heat it up. And then I put a little note there saying, it was a cool night. Thanks. Here's my number. We should totally hang out again. She never called me, by the way. I never called her. So I never saw her ever again. And then I called for a taxi. The taxi showed up, I don't know, like 10, 20 minutes later. I got in and he goes, wow. He goes, you look rough, man. I said, yeah. I said, I've been drinking. And he's like, he goes, young lady tonight? And I said, I did have a young lady. And he goes, oh, yeah. He's like, tell me what happened. And like this taxi driver was like fucking hilarious. He's all like, wanting the details. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, tell me all the details. And I'm like, no, I'm good, because I don't kiss and tell. And especially, I mean, I don't mind kissing and telling to you guys because I kind of know you guys, but not to some random stranger like a fucking taxi driver guy. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, it's been a rough night. I'm like, I need to get home. I need to get home. And in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck does this guy want to know all my shit? So, but I didn't say that to him. I'm just saying it in my mind. And he's like, come on, man. And he's like trying to get the details on me. He's like, come on, man. He's like, give me the dirt. Give me the dirt. And I'm like, no, there's no dirt. I'm like, I'm good. No. He's like, man, he's like, come on. He's like, there's always dirt. He's like, come on, man, give me the gems. And I'm like, give me the gems. I'm like, you are fucking mental, dude. So I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I'm like, if you can just take me home, that'd be fantastic. So I give him some money. Finally, he takes me home, and he's like, you know what, man? He's like, I really would. He goes, seemed like you had an epic night. He goes, I really wish you would have like told me the story. And I was like, I'm like, sorry, man. And he's like, what about my tip? And I was like, dude, I said, you were ragging on me the whole car ride. I said, you're bare. I said, you're lucky I paid you the fare. And so I said, I just want to go into my apartment and go to sleep. So I paid him no tip because he was literally the whole time like, come on, man, give me the gems, give me the dirt, man. And he's going nuts. And I'm like, I'm not telling this guy shit. So I go in and my roommate's like, whoa, Fierce. Like, hey, man, what the hell happened? He goes, where have you been? He goes, it's 4 a.m. I go, dude, I'm like, it was a rough night. And he's like, well, he's like, I was getting worried, man. He goes, I was about to call the cops. Like, what the fuck happened? So I told him, and he's like, what, Fierce? He goes, you didn't have sex with her? I said, dude, come on. I said, you would have done the same thing. I said, I can't do that. And he's like, Fierce, man. He goes, you had a chance to hook up with some hot lesbian. I said, we were. I said, we were making out. We were drinking wine and stuff. I said, dude, I said, it was her fault. I said, she went into the bathroom and I said, she just chugged a bottle of whatever. I said, she came out wasted, dude. I said, I can't take advantage of a chick like that. And he's like, yeah, he goes, you're kind of right. I said, kind of? I said, no, I said, I'm right. I said, you don't do that. And I wouldn't have felt right doing that. And he's like, I don't know, Fears. He goes, maybe I would have done what you did. Maybe I wouldn't have. And I was like, well, that's you, buddy. I said, I know exactly what I would have done in that situation. I said, because I was in that situation. So that was a pretty crazy night. That was a pretty crazy college night. I'm telling you guys, I've got a million stories. Fears was crazy back in the day. Like when I think back to all the shit that I did in college and all the shit me and Eric and Tom and Trent did, we got away with murder back then. I'm surprised like I didn't go to jail more. I've went to jail so far once in my life, and it was over something stupid. I don't know if I ever told you guys that story, but I'll save that story for next time. And it was over something stupid, And I didn't even do it. I got guilty by association, so I got arrested because I was with my friends, when it happened. So I'll save that story for next time, my friends. But that was my lesbian story. But see, she wasn't even a lesbian though. She was kind of a lesbian, because I was like, if she thinks I'm attractive and she wants to hook up with me, then wouldn't that make her bi because she likes guys, me, and then she likes girls because when we were at the bar, she was hugging all over me and kissing me, and then she was hugging all over this one chick, I remember she was tongue bathing a girl. And I was just like watching, like, yeah, this is fucking great. I'm like front row seat. I'm like, she's basically like manhandling this woman's face, like just full on making out with her. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but I was like, you're not a lesbian though, because she kept saying like, oh, I'm such a lesbian. I'm such a lesbian. I was like, you're not a lesbian. She's like, well, what do you mean, Fears? I said, you've been kissing me all night, dancing with me, and then you've been making out with her. So I said, do you like her? And she goes, oh, yeah. I think she's smoking hot, Fears. I said, well, do you think I'm attractive? She goes, oh, yeah. She goes, you're a really handsome young man. Like, yeah, you're hot. And I was like, so I said, if you were a lesbian, you wouldn't think I'm attractive. You would just like girls. She's like, no, you're wrong, Fears. She's like, sometimes there's exceptions. She's like, normally I'm a lesbian. And I was like, you sure? I'm like, because right now you're acting bi, She goes, no. That would never happen. But in my mind, I'm like, it's happening right now, So that was kind of a crazy night. Joy Boy says, Maybe you were pretty that night, Fears. Apparently I was, because she was all over me and then she was all over this waitress, and they were really, I mean, they were having at it. They were tongue bathing it, man. They were, like going nuts. And I'm just sitting there like, this is fucking great. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. All of a sudden, someone walked by. I'm like, just here. Can you just move out of the way, please? Uh huh. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great. Oh yeah. I just wish it could have ended another way. You know what I'm saying? Because if she wouldn't have like got completely wasted, then I would have been getting on some hot lesbian sex, right? But no, nothing, nothing. But you know what? I'm glad I did the right thing though, because if it would have went the other way, I would have never forgave myself, because my mom and dad raised me right, and you don't treat girls like that. And I couldn't have taken advantage of a girl like that. I couldn't have taken advantage of a girl like that, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that. So it was a crazy adventure, though. It was crazy. It was a crazy night. Let's see. Joy Boy says, "You know what, Fear? Sometimes even lesbians like to rent boys." Oh shit. I didn't know that was a thing, but you know what? That night in college, I found out it was a thing. So there it is. There it was. Well, anyway, guys, we have been going for 51 minutes. So if you guys want to talk about anything else, if you guys want to hear one more story, I'll tell you one more story. Um, if not, then I need to go take a nap because I'm so tired. Um, I did start drinking a new coffee. My friend suggested this coffee, and it's strong. That's probably why I'm still awake, because he said I can get it at Walmart, and he said, "Fears, I know you love coffee," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I do." And he's like, "Fears, me and my girlfriend started drinking this new coffee," and I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh man," he goes, "Fears," he goes, "it blows your coffee out of the water." He goes, he goes, "Not that your coffee isn't good, because I've been to your house and like, yeah, you have good coffee." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Man," he goes, "I went to Walmart." He's like, "My girlfriend picked up this new coffee." He's like, "You got to try it, Fears." So let me go grab the bag and I'll show you guys. And I was like, "Is it that good?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, it's great." He goes, "You should try it." I will say it's a little pricey. It was like $14. So I was like, that's expensive for coffee. And he goes, "Well," he goes, "I know it's expensive, Fears." He goes, "But at least try a bag and let me know what you think." So I definitely like it. I mean, it's strong. It's really strong, but it's good. So I want to show you guys the bag and see if any of you guys have ever tried this coffee or know what I'm talking about. So let me go grab the bag. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this coffee, but let me know if you have. It's called Death Wish Coffee, world's strongest coffee, and this is just their medium roast. And I just got like a medium bag, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely got a cool logo. You know, I like the skull and the skull and bones and all that stuff. So it's pretty strong. It says our medium roast grown at higher altitudes from a complex flavor profile. This roast brews a cup that of the boldest and strongest coffee, a shade or two lighter than the original blend. So yeah. So I picked this up at Walmart because I went shopping today. So I got this little bag from Walmart. So uh it's definitely at Walmart. I would give it a go. So it's pretty good. It's definitely pretty good coffee. Like I said, it's a little expensive. For this little bag, it was $14. But I was getting sick and tired of doing the same coffee, so I was like, you know what? Time for a change. I'll try something new. So that was some pretty good coffee. Yo, Triple says, Fierce, I keep trying to ask you about the spotted Christmas dessert, but I think the second word keeps getting caught in a filter or something because you never see it. What do you want to know about it? It's called Spotted Dick. Spotted Dick triple. So Spotted Dick is a cake. It's a cake. And the reason why it's called spotted is because it's got raisins on top. That's why it's all spotted. I don't know why they call it Spotted Dick, but it's a cake. Yes, I have had some. It's actually a really good, like, if you cut up, it's like a kind of like a coffee cake. Coffee cake with like raisins in it. So yeah. I didn't have it this year. I had Christmas pudding, triple. And Christmas pudding is not a pudding. That's like a cake with extra raisins, extra cinnamon, and then they have this vanilla like ice cream type of syrup that you pour over it. It's really good. So I guess the reason why they call it pudding is because you pour a certain sauce over it, but that's a cake too. But Spotted Dick, it's literally like it's about I don't know, it's about that tall, like that wide, and it's got raisins on the top, and you just cut it in fours. You cut it in fours, and it's like a small little coffee cake. And then usually British people take the Spotted Dick coffee cake and like dunk it like in their coffee and then eat it like a donut. But I've had it before. They serve it sometimes like at lunch, and they serve it on Christmas and special occasions. My family has made it before. It's really good. I haven't had it in a long time though. I mean, years and 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 years. So it's been a minute. So yeah. Joy Boy says, "Where did I pick that up?" Like I said, I picked this up at Walmart. So I would give it a go. It's pretty good coffee. Like I said, a little pricey, but you get your money's worth because man, oh man, I'm starting to wake up here now. I'm starting to wake up because I was tired and now I'm starting to wake up. But before I make dinner, I'm going to go take a shower and then take a nap. Then I'm going to get something to eat. And then I was going to edit something last night, but I started watching this movie and I got really into it. And then I watched another movie after that, and then I passed out. So and I didn't get any work done last night. So I'm going to try and edit something tonight. I don't know what, but I'll edit something. But I hope you guys enjoyed the Z vlog, and best of luck on the nap. Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to be a nice power nap. Nice little power nap. Like an hour or two. So right after the stream, I'll probably nap like 6, 7. I'll probably get up at 8 and then start editing. I just haven't decided if I'm going to go to church tomorrow yet because I've had a week of hell. I may just rest tomorrow before I have to go into work tomorrow, like late at night, you know? So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If I don't go to church tomorrow, then definitely next week. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, to FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. Check out my friend Visions, Lord Visions, at exhumvisions.com. Speaking of Visions, this is your last chance. Do you want to come in? Do you want to sign off? Come on, buddy. Come on. You got it. Come on, man. Visions, just come in. Just come in and say hello. How you doing? Let's just chat for like the last... Who wants Visions to come in, guys? Put a 1 in the chat if you want Visions to come in. You know, Visions said he would come in when he wants to. So I'm giving him the option. I always throw him the link. Come on, man. Come on. Visions. Get in here. Now. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on, Visions. Make Fears' day. Come on. All right. He says, I'll come in when Richie does a challenge. Oh, has Richie not done a challenge in a while? All right. Well, let me know next time Richie did a challenge. All right. Richie, get on it, man. Richie, do a challenge, and then the next time Richie does a challenge, then he can come in. All All right, I'm taking off, but I'll talk to you guys here, soon. Fears loved you. Fears cares about you. Subscribe to my friend Randy at Cameo Man 2021 and the mayor of Z Magic. Follow me at FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs on YouTube. Go to my TikTok, FearsMan26. Give that a little gander. And this is Fears, and I'm signing off. Peace.